Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are on part 3 of the Mercedes SK build. So, in the previous video I put the Scale Club 3-speed transmission in it, and I also paired it with a Hobby Wing axe system and got it all up and running. And I've had it out for a little run at our local truck club, and it did quite well, to the point where it's got enough torque it can pull someone in a wheelchair. Thank you, Justin, for letting me do that. So, in this video, we've got a few more little accessories for it. We finally got a front bumper. I kind of just had to bite the bullet and buy the Lesu one, because if you can remember in one of the previous videos on this build, I said about ordering one from AliExpress previously, and when the sale ended they cancelled my order, so I was left with no bumper because I actually sold the original plastic one. So we've got a new bumper, which funnily enough Lesu does not provide the lenses for, and I could not find any lenses, like Lesu branded ones anyways. So Justin gave me some of the Tamyia lenses, and I'm just hoping you just need to cut the bottom lenses off and be able to just use the top lenses, but we'll find out in a bit. And the other thing I ended up getting was a hydraulic fuel tank. Even though I'm not running any hydraulics, I just wanted a scale metal fuel tank for it. So we've got all the mounting brackets and also some of the hardware to do, I'm assuming, to do the to do hydraulics as well, but like I said, I'm not planning to do that. Oh, well, it's got no reasons to have any hydraulics on it. And I also picked up another front badge for it for when it comes to repainting it. Anyways, the next thing on my list to do, which I probably won't end up doing it in this video because I haven't got the hardware to do it just yet, is I kind of want to move this rear axle forward probably to about there, make it slightly a shorter wheelbase, because all the photos I've seen of camper or like full-size camper builds all seem to be very short, narrow wheelbases. I don't mind keeping the rear bumper out a little bit longer, but if I'm adding a fuel tank to it and then moving that closer, then it gives me enough space to put a storage box between the arch and the rear bumper, which I think would actually look a bit better for this. Anyways, enough chit chat. Let's get this front bumper mounted. And we are back. The bumper is now on. I'm not 100% sure if I've got it the right way, but I think I have. But I'm kind of disappointed. It literally came with no hardware. Like, I literally just had to dig through my screw drawer and find some to hold, find some bolts to hold the lenses on. The only hardware it did come with is screws which were too short to bolt it onto the body or onto the rest of the truck. So yeah, Lesu, what's up with that? Because you include, I'm assuming, like a pin hitch thing up at the front and two mounting holes for what I'm assuming is for a scale license plate or something to go over the front there. I'm not 100% sure, but you don't include any of the hardware for it. But my next question is, I have this winch and I've been considering putting a winch on the front of it, is whether or not I can now fit one behind somewhere and run a cable and put a winch plate on the front here and have it come through the bumper instead of actually putting a winch on the outside of it like that and having it stick out a lot further on the front of the truck, which would destroy the approach angle and departure angle. But yeah, and that would be a future thing for me to think about and consider. Anyways, moving on to the fuel tank. So I do not have my drill in my studio at the moment. That's currently in the garage. So I'm gonna take all these parts out of the bag and assemble it onto the fuel tank, and I think drilling the frame will happen tomorrow when I go get the drill. So let's get to it. And we are back. So I have decided not to actually mount the fuel tank just yet, mainly because if I mount it now, I have a strange feeling when I move the rear axle further in, I may mount it in the wrong position and not actually be happy with it. Second of all, I've now ordered a few more accessories to go on the side, which includes a secondary fuel tank, a ladder, some air canisters I believe there are as well. So I kind of want the freedom of how to mix and match and choose how they go and fit on this, which currently I'm thinking maybe say have the wheel arch right up against there, have an air tank here, match on the same on the other side, have the fuel tank, and then the ladder, which then does mean the sketch I did for the cargo box, which I'm turning into the camper, will be wrong, so the doorway will have to be up at the front, or I could move the fuel tanks forwards, have the air tanks here, have the ladder here, which would put it in the middle of the cargo box, or I could just move the fuel tanks forwards anyways, or keep the fuel tank the same place on this side. I could double up, have two fuel tanks on the same side. I don't really know yet. I'm going to kind of wait until I've got all the parts to finish the frame and get it done. The other little thing you may have actually noticed on the front of this is, now since getting the front bumper on it, I kind of messed about and thought maybe I'll add a winch to it, but I'm not 100% sure. This isn't hard mounted anyway, it's literally just bolted through the toe point on the front. So I think that is all that we got time for today. Please like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for well, I don't know when the next video is, depends on how long it takes AliExpress to ship the parts. I'll see ya.